Hello, Chess Coming here. Welcome back to another video on Minecraft Story Mode, and this video is going to be another random video again, and this will be our final random video. Yeah, this will be our final random video because, like I said, next week we'll be starting our first episode on our brand new adventure, so make sure you're in stick with that. Like I said, yeah, we are going to be starting a brand new adventure next week, so make sure you don't miss that. We'll be continuing on a new adventure with a different Jesse. So, yep. So this one is going to be kind of a one that I've not talked about. And yeah, sorry about the game being a bit laggy. I was going to reset it, but I'm not going to really bother, so I'll just be leaving it in the menu. So basically today we're going to be going through of who's my favourite character in the whole Minecraft Story Mode universe, basically. And at the moment it's quite hard because I know that I do love every single character, and at the moment I've got to pick who's my favourite out of all of them. And to be honest with you, I do not really know who's my favourite. Because basically in every single season we did meet a few characters, didn't we? So we're going to start off by the beginning of episode 1. So basically the first friend I met was Olivia and Axel. They were the first two that I met, and to be honest, they were absolutely fine when I first met them. They were absolutely kind to me. I really enjoyed them. They were funny, including Axel. Like, Axel was one of the most funniest ones. I got to say that Axel's got to be the funniest one, just because he's amazing, Axel. I know that at the moment he was quite tall in the episodes, and I got to say that he's got to be the best at the moment out of all of them. I'm not just saying that though. Like, there might be maybe another one that I do really like, but at the moment though, yeah, I got to say that Axel's probably got to be the funniest one. And then when we scrolled along, we met Lucas, didn't we? We met Lucas, didn't we? Basically, in I think it was like the second episode of episode 1. We met Lucas, didn't we? And he was actually on Aiden's side, if you guys can remember. Basically, we in that episode we built an Enderman, didn't we? And it was actually not too bad when we built that Enderman. We did a good job at building it. They didn't even build an Enderman. They built like something else. But we got an Enderman built in like 3 minutes. And yeah, the Enderman was actually quite good. We actually did a really good quick build as well, which was quite good. So we did a good job on that. And then after that, we met Petro. Basically, Petro actually met us in that episode as well. Basically, she was the one that was helping us out. Basically, in that episode, if you haven't seen it, in that one, that's where Ruben gets himself on fire, because apparently the lava comes out of the furnace. And what happens, by the way, is Ruben gets himself hurt with the wings on his gut. And what happens after that is Jesse goes after him, because that's what I can only pick. And then Petro goes after us to try and save us, basically. And then hopefully we'll be able to find him. We did actually find him in the end anyway, so at least that was completely fine. But at the moment it was actually quite difficult to go to find Ruben, because we didn't even know where he went. Because I actually thought he actually died in that episode, and that would have been quite surprised because that's only the second episode of episode 1. So yeah, pretty much like a proper first start of it, and then Ruben almost nearly dying. But the good thing is, by the way, though, is Ruben didn't die, which was a good thing. So I'm glad that he didn't, because at least he didn't die. Because I really liked him, basically. I know he was a good pet to Jesse, and to be honest, like he always will be a good pet. He's always got to be a good pet for him out there, since that's sort of the pet pig he's got. But yeah, but at the moment though, like, he's a very, very nice pet. I do like him having around. Like I said, he was good he was great in every single episode until he died in episode 4, right at the end of episode 4. But yeah, apart from that though, he was an amazing pig. I really enjoyed him through them 4 episodes. And yeah, he was just an absolutely brilliant guy, absolutely brilliant pig. I really enjoyed him, and yeah. Not too bad overall, to be honest. I've got to say about the pig, but it was it was absolutely amazing. So, yeah, so I got to say about that, and then after that, we kind of went over to Ivor, didn't we, after that? So Ivor was the other character, and Ivor was evil, basically. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched every episode of my series of Minecraft Story Mode, you probably all know that Ivor, yeah, was evil, basically, right at the start of the journey. Basically, he tried to basically just blow us up and everything, and Ivor wasn't very nice. Basically, he spawned in the wither, and it actually turned into a wither storm. So basically, we had all that, and then track of our journey then was to trying to defeat the wither, and the wither storm was absolutely difficult to defeat. It took me, I think like about 2 episodes to get it defeated, and yeah, it didn't take me that long, to be honest. Because what happened, by the way, is we did defeat the wither, and then what happened again is, we did defeat the wither, and the wither storm, and then it came back alive again, at the start of episode 4, it basically just came back alive again, and yeah, we didn't like it, basically, but we did actually defeat it in the end, which was good, but yeah, after that, we basically just left it, and then it just kind of just started roaming around and started litigating us. And yeah, that was completely fine. That was absolutely fine. And then that's kind of when we met all our characters. Like that was like the first main characters of it. And then what happens now is at the end of episode number 3, I think. That's when we met Soren, basically. Soren was a nice guy. Like I said, I didn't even know he was going to sound that weird when we first talked to him. And Soren was one of them. Was basically one of them guys who likes to talk a lot, basically. He was like talking a lot about what happens in the end, about the Enderman and all that. And I kind of did spoke to him kind of a lot about that, and apparently we really liked his speech, basically, like he was a good friend. And then all of a sudden, in that episode, he lied to us, basically. He if you didn't see the episode called, I think it's called Soren Was Lying to Us, I can't remember the title, but yeah, if you haven't seen that episode, go and watch that one. That's when Soren was lying to us, basically. He actually trusted us to be able to defeat this wither storm, and yeah, we basically couldn't trust him of what he was doing at the moment. And yeah, we basically just didn't trust him, and yeah, basically he started just going round mad and all that, going into him and that, and then after that, at the end of episode number 3, he kind of just left us, basically. He literally never came back after that, and we basically just never saw him after that. He kind of just went, I don't know where he went, basically. I think he might have gone back home, actually. But apart from that, we kind of didn't see him after that. We kind of just like left him alone, we didn't see him, and then apart from that, he just went. And then it was kind of a bad shame, because I did really like Soren, and then for some reason he just messed it up, basically, and I didn't really like him. So I got to say that Soren is an okay character, probably not the best character in the world, but he was great, and I absolutely really enjoyed him. And apart from that, though, like all the other main characters are fine. Like Aiden's not a good character. I don't like Aiden, just because that Aiden was like really mean to us and that. It was actually like Aiden's fault anyway, because like I have no idea why Aiden just like bunched into us for some reason. I have no idea why anyway. But I'm actually glad that I actually started hating that Aiden guy, just because that like he was one of the evil guys out there at the moment on this game that's trying to basically just defeat us and that. And yeah, we like I said, we defeated him, by the way. Don't forget about that. If it was in episode, I think 5, wasn't it? When we defeated him. I think it was like at the end of episode 5, wasn't it? I think that's when we defeated him, and yeah, he literally never came back after that. He never came back. I think he died, and it was basically just the right thing to do. We had to kill him just because basically he didn't even apologise or anything, so it was good like that. And then after that, that's when we met that lawyer, basically. That stupid bloody goddamn lawyer. I didn't actually really like her at the start of the episode, but about the time I started getting through it, she was getting a bit better. I actually started really liking her. But pretty much like right at the end of the chapter, I started really liking her because she was basically helping us out. Like we were helping out and all that. And then basically we just got that whole town completely saved, basically, from Aiden's attack. But apart from that, though, like that's actually how easy it was, basically, to be able to help her out and help all the other students, like with all the other people like doing it as well. So at least it was completely fine. But the lawyer situation was not too bad. Like I got to say that like the lawyer was pretty much okay, but at the moment it's still not very, very good because of what we did to the lawyer, and then we helped her out basically. And that was like the right thing that we had to do, by the way, because there was like really no point of like not doing it right. We just had to do it completely right, and then that is what was going on. So hopefully you guys do understand about that. So that's when we met the lawyer. Like I said, the lawyer was pretty much safe, and then episode 6 we didn't see her, and then episode 6 move on, and then in episode 6, basically that was the White Pumpkin chapter, and now basically the White Pumpkin, if you didn't know, was Cassie Rose. Basically, Cassie Rose was that evil girl who turned into the White Pumpkin. And the thing I kind of noticed about Cassie Rose is basically like at the start of that chapter, basically she was actually with all the best guys, basically, yeah, you know, like all the big YouTubers and that. So basically she was all with them, but for some reason she basically spied on us as the White Pumpkin, and basically just went away and just never came back. So basically all that time in that chapter, she's been spying on us to try and become the White Pumpkin, and like we didn't even know who was the White Pumpkin. We didn't even know until we found out, because I thought it was Stampy that was the White Pumpkin, and why the hell would Stampy be the White Pumpkin? Like he's not evil, is he? So we could think of maybe one of them, and that was Cassie Rose, and that's who we did. Like Cassie Rose has been there all that time, but she's been going behind our back on the White Pumpkin, and basically she was just the White Pumpkin, and I didn't really like her basically, because the thing that she was doing at the moment was basically not very nice at the moment. She was not doing the right thing, and I kind of felt quite sorry for her, but only the problem is it was her fault anyway, because she was the one that basically threatened us and tried to kill us basically, and she was the one that went all the way around it. She was the one doing the voice, doing the voiceovers and all that kind of thing. And then after that, we basically defeated her right at the end. It was actually good when we defeated her right at the end, actually. It was actually quite funny when we defeated her, just because she was like in that massive hole for the whole time, and it was kind of really funny when we defeated her. But yeah, I'm actually glad we did, just because of what she did. And also her cat and all as well. Yeah, I didn't know the cat that she had as a pet, but yeah, basically we took the cat off her as well, which was quite nice, just because there was no point of the of the cat staying. Like there was really no point of the cat staying, so we kind of just left the cat there as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm glad we got rid of Cassie Rose, just because she wasn't a good girl or a good guy. And yeah, she just wasn't very, very good. And now we move on to episode 7. Now episode 7 is a bit weird because we don't get new characters. We get that green face, don't we? You know, that green face, and that's where Palmer is, by the way. So Palmer was a good character. There's nothing really much to say on Palmer, to be honest. I know that at the moment there was like 2 different versions of Palmer, because there was the Palmer computer and then the Palmer herself. And the thing I didn't like about this chapter, the thing I didn't like is because that basically Palmer was turning into the computer, and basically they were doing all of them, and that's when all the characters were going in red eyes, by the way. That's when they were all going in red eyes, and I kind of didn't really like that, because basically at the moment, like the thing that they were doing at the moment, they literally never liked it, and it was not very good. And I kind of felt quite sorry for all the characters, just because like they all went white, and like all the people that lived there, it was not very nice for them. So it was not very good at all, and I didn't really like it, to be honest. It was all because of that green face. That was all that caused it, basically. All that caused it, and didn't really like it, and it just had to say goodbye, to be honest. And yeah, just didn't really like it whatsoever. But yeah, that's what you call it. Unfortunately, that's what you call yourself. But yeah, I didn't really like the green face in the end. It was like one of them stupid bloody things, wasn't it? But apart from that, it was still a very, very good one. And finally, we've got episode number 8, and I don't think there's really a lot to say in episode 8, apart from the 3 guys. So the journey's to end, and in episode 8, them guys come back. Do you know, yeah, them 3 guys that were in like episode, I think they were in episode 1, weren't they? Yeah, them 3 guys that were in episode 1, and they came back in episode the final chapter. Yeah, Hadrian, that green guy, whatever he's called, I can't remember his name, and that girl, whatever her name is. And basically what was going on, by the way, is basically all our friends were trapped, and yeah, we had to try and like save the world basically from all those. And I didn't really like them at all, because basically they were like pretty much okay at the start of the chapter, like the start of the series, but basically when we got like halfway through, I just didn't really like them, and they were basically not very good crazy people. Basically, like I didn't really like them whatsoever. They were not good characters, and I didn't really like them. And at the moment though, like basically we had like a lot of choices to do in that episode to see what we're going to be doing. But like basically like we got like the right thing that we're going to be doing. And we pretty much solved it completely with doing the right thing, and that's what we did, by the way. And to be honest with you, like I'm pretty happy with that, because we did the right thing anyway, which was a bonus. And basically there was a lot of things out there that we did, so I'm actually quite surprised that we did do that. And that's when we basically saved the world, and then that's the end of the game basically. And then we pretty much just ended it in a good style, and then yeah. And then we're just back to normal, basically, and absolutely loved it. But there we are then, guys. So, who is my favourite character out of all the series? I'm going to go for Jesse at the moment. The reason why is because Jesse has been in every series. I've really loved him as a character. He's been really helping out, and I got to say that he's my favourite. I know that it's a tough choice between them all. I do like Axel. I know that Axel's one of the funniest ones. All the rest of them are pretty good. Ival was good to us as well in like episode 6, so that was good. Ival was a bit funny as well. And yeah, apart from that though, it was still good. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I can't wait to start my brand new adventure next week with a different Jesse as well. And yeah, we'll be doing different stuff next time, so I'll kind of explain a little bit more when we get to next week. And yeah, we'll be starting episode number 1 back again with a different Jesse. So make sure you guys are there next week, and that'll be really appreciated. But yeah, I think that's going to be everything I'm going to do in this video. Since I've been on for a little while, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a like, and please go subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Don't forget we're on the road to 500 subscribers. So yeah, make sure you stay around next week for the start of episode 1 of our new adventure with a different Jesse. And I'm looking forward to it next week. Hopefully it's going to be good, and I can't wait to use a different Jesse for another adventure and doing the different stuff that I did from that I did from last time. But yeah, thank you for watching. The link in the description to the next Minecraft story video once I've got that uploaded. So yeah, so I'll see you all later. Bye!